You know, every single time you press play on a movie or a TV show, there's this silent, high-tech war being fought in the background. It's all about protecting the stuff you love to watch. And today, we are going to pull back the curtain and see exactly how it all works. So to really get why this fight is so intense, you just need to see one number: $50 billion. Yep, that is the staggering amount of money the entertainment industry loses every single year because of video piracy. And we're not talking about a few people sharing files here and there. This is a massive, global digital heist, and it has a real impact on whether your next favorite movie or show even gets made. So, how do these streaming giants protect their massive libraries? Well, their first line of defense is a piece of tech you have absolutely run into, even if you didn't know its name: digital rights management, or DRM. The easiest way to think about DRM is like a really smart digital lock on the front door of the content. Its whole job is to be the bouncer, checking your ID to make sure you're a real subscriber on an approved device before it gives you the key to unlock and watch the video. Okay, so how does this lock actually work? Well, first, the video file itself is totally encrypted. Basically, it's scrambled into gibberish. When you hit play, your device pings a server asking for a license. If your account is legit, the server sends back a unique set of keys. Only then can your device unscramble the video in real time so you can watch it. It all happens in a split second. But here's the thing. DRM has a huge blind spot. It's a great lock for sure, but it can't do a thing to stop someone who has a key, a legitimate user, from just recording their screen or sharing their password. So once a pirated copy is out there, DRM is completely useless. It knows a break-in happened, but it has no clue who the thief was. Which, of course, brings us to the multi-billion-dollar question. If the lock on the door can be bypassed, how in the world do you catch the person who did it? Well, the answer is pretty brilliant. You stop worrying so much about the lock, and you start looking for fingerprints. And this is where a much sneakier and, frankly, more powerful technology comes into play: forensic watermarking. This right here is the key difference. It's a total shift in strategy. See, DRM is all about prevention, trying to stop the break-in from ever happening. Watermarking, on the other hand, is all about traceability. It kind of assumes a leak might happen, and its entire job is to plant undeniable evidence that points right back to the person who leaked it. Now, we are not talking about those visible channel logos you see in the corner of your screen. No, a forensic watermark is completely invisible to you and me. It's a unique digital pattern that's woven into the video's data. And the tech behind this is just incredible. The mark has to be tough enough to survive being copied, compressed, or even screen recorded, all without making the picture flicker or drop in quality one bit. So how does this work in practice? It's pretty cool. Every single time you start a stream, a one-of-a-kind identifier is created just for that moment. This is called session-based watermarking. That code, which has your anonymous user ID, your device info, and a timestamp, is then invisibly woven into the video frames that are being sent only to you. So if that copy ever shows up on a pirate site, investigators can just analyze the file, pull out that invisible code, and trace it back to the exact account and session it came from. Game over. And believe me, this isn't some sci-fi tech from the future. It is being used right now, every single day, to protect the most valuable content on Earth. So let's take a look at where this invisible guardian is working overtime. Live sports are a huge target for pirates. I mean, think about it. A stream's value drops to almost zero the second the game is over. So real-time watermarking lets leagues and broadcasters put a unique ID into every single stream. When they find an illegal feed online, they can trace it back and shut down the source almost instantly, sometimes before the game even reaches halftime. It's also absolutely crucial for protecting movies and shows before they're released to the public. You've heard of screeners, right? The advanced copies they send to critics and awards voters. For years, that was one of the biggest sources for high-quality leaks. Well, not anymore. Now, every single one of those screener files is individually watermarked, linking it directly to the person it was sent to. And yep, the services you're probably subscribed to are all over this. As you can see here, Netflix and Disney Plus both use a leading technology from a company called Nagra. Disney even dials it up a notch, using stronger watermarks for its crown jewels like Marvel and Star Wars. And Amazon? They use their own massive cloud platform, AWS, to do this on a global scale, especially for things like their exclusive NFL games. But this all leads us to the future. Because you have to remember, for every brilliant security measure, there's someone out there trying to break it. This is not a one-and-done battle. It's a constantly escalating digital arms race. And the next big battlefield is being fought with artificial intelligence. But here's the twist. It's not a one-sided fight. Both the protectors and the pirates are now using AI as a weapon to get the upper hand. On the defense, you have AI systems crawling the web 24/7, hunting down pirated videos and pulling out watermarks faster than any human team could dream of. But on the offense, pirates are now building their own AI tools to analyze video, find the subtle patterns of a watermark, and try to erase it. It's this relentless game of cat and mouse where the security side has to be perfect every time, but the attacker only needs to get lucky once. So the next time you settle in for a movie night, just remember that invisible war being fought in the ones and zeros. It's a fight where the most powerful weapon isn't a lock or a wall. It's a silent, unseen fingerprint, proving that even in the digital world, you can't really steal something without leaving a piece of yourself behind.